guys, I'm ChezPride and I'm back with another Sims 4 Craze Sim video. And today we are going to be testing with the Play with Genetics tools whose babies turn out with the better genetics. Tinkerbell and Peter Pan, or Wendy and Peter Pan. You guys know I love a good what if these Sims had babies in The Sims 4, and that is pretty much this challenge. But this challenge is double it and make it a competition and call it which of these Sims had the better babies. So if you don't know what if these Sims had babies in The Sims 4 is, I have several videos you can go watch so you can kind of get the idea. Like, I have honestly done way too many. This is probably one of my favorite Creative Sim challenges in The Sims 4. And over the years, I wouldn't be surprised if I had like over 75 videos of just me doing this challenge, because I'll just like download random characters off the gallery that I think go together. But pretty much, if you don't know what that is, just a quick rundown. Basically, you take two Sims, typically two Sims you pair together. Like I said, a lot of times like this, I'll download characters off the gallery and whatnot. And then you use the Play with Genetics tool with those two Sims to make two infants, two toddlers, and two kids, one male and one female each. And then temporarily age them up into teens just to see what they look like grown up and what genetics pass down. And then with this version, and honestly this is only like my third or fourth time doing this version, but I'm starting to like run out of couples and I'm wanting to make it more interesting. So I am very much like making a competition. So with this version, you pretty much do that twice, but you have one of the parents be neutral in both of the couples. And then you use your judgment on whose kids turned out looking better in your opinion. And depending on who's watching this, the answer may vary. Feel free at the end of this video to tell me who you think looks better kid-wise. As far as this goes, let me go ahead and introduce the Sims that we are using today. So like I said earlier, this competition episode in particular is between Peter Pan and Tinkerbell, and then Peter Pan and Wendy Darling. Now obviously these are based off the Disney Peter Pan, and in the Disney Peter Pan they are all children. Well, I don't know if I would say Tinkerbell's a child. Peter is technically a child because he doesn't age, but mentally he's an adult because even though he's childish and he's still a child because he's been there so many years. Wendy is the kid, but more like a preteen. But I'm going to say in this situation, since this is all about having babies, they're all grown up in this situation, or at least 18 or older in the situation. So I just wanted to point that out real quick. But we are using the Disney version, and I've honestly actually wanted to do this combination for a while, but I really wanted to wait until I had access to fairies, because I really wanted Tinkerbell to actually be a fairy, because I'm a little biased. I'm definitely more of a Tink fan than I am a Wendy fan. Wendy's cute and all, but Tinkerbell was one of my favorite Disney characters growing up. So I'm a little biased here. But let me go ahead and show you the Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and Wendy I've chose. I've actually had this Peter Pan in my gallery saved for several years now. I don't even know how old he is, but I put him in several of my save files. He doesn't show up that often, but you know, I'm not that mad about it because I'm using him now, and I think he actually is a really good Peter Pan. And then, of course, the whole reason I want to do this is a Tinkerbell. So this is her in her fairy form. She is so cute. She's so cute. I love her wings. Her sassy little wings. Oh my goodness. I love Tinkerbell. I'm so happy that I have a fairy version of her now. I've been using like a Dawn fairy, which is the fairy costume, for so many years, and this is so much better. Right. And then, of course, we have Wendy Darling all grown up as an adult, which there weren't a lot of Wendy Darlings on the gallery, especially not that great of ones. This is probably the best I could do, but there weren't really a lot of accurate Wendy's on the gallery. But I think more people make Tinkerbells versus Wendy, especially now that the fairy pack has came out. But that is our competitors to see who is going to have the better babies with Peter Pan. I think just because I'm more excited about Tinkerbell, we'll start out with Wendy. Alright, but real quick, one last time, let's take a up close look at Peter and Wendy's facial features, because since they're Disney characters, especially when they're made into Sims, they have really distinctive features. Like you can see here, Peter's ears and Peter's eye shapes are big, and he has that long, curvy, pointy nose, very pointy chin. So they have very distinctive characteristics because they're Disney cartoon characters made into Sims. So that is Peter, and this is Wendy. As you can see, she's a little bit more normal. They don't have a lot of the same genetics. They're both pale, and they kind of both have a curvy nose. But other than that, they're quite different look-wise. Like, she definitely has the wider cheekbones. He has the more sunk-in face. Just very different. She has small ears. He has big ears. So I'm really excited to see whose genetics turn out the most. I feel like it's going to be Peter's, just because Peter is the more unique one. But maybe Wendy will shine through. So let's go ahead and start to make their children. So we are going to go ahead and use the Play with Genetics tool. And like I said, we are going to create 2 infants, 2 toddlers, and 2 children. And then we'll age them up into teens and see what they look like. And honestly, I'm hoping for all redheads. I know that's a big ask, but I love a redhead, especially redhead females. So I would be very happy with a bunch of redheads. Let's go ahead and start out by randomizing the daughter. I randomized everything 3 times. So let's just do it. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, okay. Okay, we got a super short redhead, but we have a redhead with the teal eyes. We got chubby cheeks. That's so cute. The nose is a bit wider than I was expecting, but definitely has the curve. Definitely has smaller ears, but the shape of Peter and the eyebrow height of Peter. All right. Well, let's give this little girl a name. So 1, 2, 3. Ellie Pan. Ellie Pan, let's go ahead and see what you look like as a teen. Oh, very skinny. Oh, very, very pointy nose. Very pointy nose. Honestly, I kind of love the hair, though. Can we take off the hat? She's kind of giving, almost like Who version of either Jenny or Amy Pond. A Whoville version? Is that not what it looked like to you? That is what it looks like to me. Okay. Ellie, you are a Whoville version of either Jenny Weasley or freaking Amy Pond. I have not chosen, but that is what I see you as. But you're adorable. I love you. Let's go ahead and turn you back into an infant. I'm going to give you a trait. So let's just randomize the trait. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I pressed 3 times, but because there's only 6 traits, sometimes there's one that randomizes double. And she's cautious and she's wearing orange. That's so cute. Okay, but that is our infant daughter. Let's go ahead and make our infant son with Wendy. So infant male. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got another redhead. We got another redhead. Oh, definitely Peter's eye shape, Wendy's eye color, Peter's height, eyebrows, and big ears. Wendy's cheekbones. All right. So let's go ahead and name their son. So 1, 2, 3. Goopy. Goopy Pan. Oh my God. No. Goopy Pan. Oh my God. I love Goopy Pan. I love it. Okay. No, this is great. This is great. All right. Well, let's go ahead and see what he looks like as a teenager. I was so thrown off guard by that. Okay, let's see. Super skinny. Ooh, but definitely a lot of Peter. Lots of Peter. Pretty much the only thing he got from Wendy is the eye color. Everything else is straight on Peter, which is cute. And I love the outfit. Honestly, totally looks like you grew up in Neverland. So I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. All right, let's kind of turn you back into an infant, Goopy. Okay, Goopy. I love Goopy. This one's my favorite. This one's my favorite. Okay, what's Goopy's personality trait? 1, 2, 3. Calm. Honestly, I would not have guessed that, but I love it. Okay, well, let's see if we can get better than Goopy. All right, so we're going to have Wendy. We're going to have a toddler now, and we're going to have our toddler daughter. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, we have a brown hair. Okay. I was hoping for all redheads, but I figured that wouldn't be the case. Okay, we have a lot of Wendy in her. The nose is a little bit thicker than I was suspecting, but I said that about the first one, and then it just ended up being super long, so maybe that's the case. Definitely Wendy's cheekbones. I'm definitely seeing Peter's ears for sure, but pretty much everything else I'm seeing as in a toddler version, I'm seeing Wendy. All right, but let's give this little girl a name. So 1, 2, 3, Olive. Olive Pan. I am loving the names on this. I feel like if I ever start another legacy, I might use the last name Pan, because this is great. These are great names. Okay, let's see what Olive looks like as a teen. I love that as an infant she was wearing olive colors too, but she's definitely a little bit more of a goth baddie. Like, okay, I love the glasses, but I'm going to take it off so I can see your makeup and your eyes. Does she not give, like, kind of Ozzy Osbourne vibes in the face? Ozzy Osbourne with teal eyes? I don't know. I don't know. But definitely the pointiness. So the thickness I'm seeing as toddlers are actually just more pointy upness. That's what I've noticed. Very much, not much of a chin. Peter's ears for sure. But definitely Wendy's cheekbone. So I don't know, she's kind of a goth baddie. I kind of love it. Okay, but let's turn you back into a toddler where you are in your olive-colored outfit, Miss Olive Pan. All right, but Peter, let's go ahead and make you another infant with Wendy, and this time it's going to be a male or a toddler. Sorry, not an infant, toddler. Okay, but let's go ahead and randomize 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, another brown hair baby. Okay, we got 2 brown hair toddlers. We definitely have Peter's eye shape and eye color. Wendy's more eyebrow shape. The thick nose is going to be a defined nose. Peter's ears, Wendy's cheekbones. We're pretty much seeing Peter's ears and Wendy's cheekbones on almost all the kids. Okay, but let's give this fella a name. So 1, 2, 3, Dallas. And also, did I give Olive a... No, I didn't give Olive a trait. Dang it. Okay, give Olive a trait. 1, 2, 3. She's silly. Okay, perfect. Okay, Dallas, this is what you look like as a toddler. Let's see what you look like as a teen. Bam, boom, bam. Ooh, he is handsome, ma'am. Okay. Wait, hold on. No, he's really cute. No, even the nose doesn't look that off on him. I don't know. Like, I love the eyes. I love the ears. I love the hair. He's really cute. Like, he's super skinny, but he's really cute. Okay, I really like Dallas. It's a competition between Goopy and Dallas so far. These are my 2 favorites. All right, but let's turn you back into a toddler and give you a trait. So 1, 2, 3. Fussy. Aw, you had to be fussy. All right, but let's see. We have 2 genders. 2 brown hair brunettes. Let's see what we get next. So play with genetics, and we're just going to be doing a child. So we're going to start out with the son apparently. So let's randomize 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I like his hair. I feel like that's cute for like a kid that would grow up in Neverland. I mean, to say that they grow up in Neverland, I'm kind of like imagining in the scenario that like they would grow up going to Neverland and would go back and forth. I don't know. Either that or they break the curse on Neverland and children start growing there. I don't know. Just an alternate universe where you could raise a family that visits Neverland. I feel like these kids are appropriate for it. But honestly, not the worst outfit. The face is pretty cute. I'm definitely seeing a lot of Wendy in him, though. Definitely a lot of Wendy. So let's go ahead and see what his name is. 1, 2, 3. Rocco. Oh my god. Yeah. Love it. I love it. That couldn't be more perfect. Okay. Rocco Pan. Rocco Pan, let's see what you look like as a teen. No, oh, you shaved your head. I let you by with long hair. But yeah, definitely a lot of Wendy. Definitely a lot of Wendy. Like, I'm not seeing like any Peter in him at all. All right, Rocco. Let's age you back down to a child. And we have one more child to make, and it's going to be a daughter. Now, let's see if we can even it out and have half redheads and half brunettes. So we are going to choose female and randomize 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Aww. Looks like brunettes took over. Only their 2 youngest were redheads. Okay. Well, maybe we'll have more luck having redheads with Tinkerbell. But blonde kind of takes over a lot, so I don't know if we will. But honestly, this kid is really cute. Hold on. She's really cute. And she kind of has like island vibes on the top, which is kind of perfect. I don't know about the snow boots, but no, she looks like a little tomboy, but she looks like, I don't know, she has normal shaped eyes, but definitely Peter's colors. And again, a lot of Wendy. And maybe seeing a little bit of Peter in the ears for sure. And the eyebrows are kind of arched like Peter's. All right, but let's give this little girl a name. So 1, 2, 3, Luz. Luzpen. Luzpen. This is great. I never thought the last name Pan could be so funny with names. Okay, let's go ahead and see what Luzpan looks like as a teenager. Yeah. Yeah, Luzpan fits. Luzpan fits so well. Oh my god, Luzpan, Goopy, and Dallas are my favorites. Okay, I honestly thought I would like Tinkerbell more, but I'm thinking Wendy might be my winner. Okay, I like Luzpan. Hey, Luzpan, let's trace you back down to a child and see. Did I give you a trait? I keep forgetting to give him traits. Okay, Luzpan, let's give you a trait. 1, 2, 3. Recycle Disciple. Okay, and Rocco, I forgot to give you a trait. 1, 2, 3. Glutton. You know what? That is very fitting. Very fitting. Okay, so let's just do a summary real quick before we switch over to Tinkerbell. So as far as Peter Pan goes, we have Peter Pan and Wendy, and then they have their child Ellie, their child Goopy, their child Olive, their child Dallas, their child Rocco, and their child Luz. But now I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing with Tinkerbell, and then we will go back and compare at the end. And hopefully we'll have a bunch of cute red-headed fairy babies. But let's go ahead and do the same thing we did last time and take a quick look at the defining features of them. So again, Peter has the big ears, the big eyes that kind of slant upwards into his arched eyebrows. Of course, we have the red hair, the thin lips, but they're super wide going into the super sharp jawline. And of course, the nose is just a defining feature in all of them. But his nose is definitely bigger than Tinkerbell's. And let me go ahead and show you Tinkerbell here. And I can't look at Tinkerbell without her wings, without trying to clap and bring her back to life. So let me just go ahead and put her in her fairy form. So this is the Tinkerbell. I downloaded, and she is so cute. I do love her. I think she's a great version of Tinkerbell. Like, the hair is spot on, except honestly, if I had made this sim, I probably would have went with this hair color. Like, this is more Tinkerbell vibes to me. I understand this is more Disney, but this is more Tink to me. But that's just me being a big Tinkerbell fan. But I try not to change anything on the Sims I download unless it's just something that's obviously so wrong on the character. And the hair color shade is something I feel like I shouldn't change unless it's just completely the wrong color. And that's not completely the wrong color. So I'm not going to change that on her, even though I think their babies would be cuter if, you know, they were that color. But it's fine. But other than that, really my only concerning feature is the chin, because the chin is so short, and I'm scared that'll pass on not great with Peter's genetics. but maybe I could be wrong. But we have like basically the same shape in the nose, just like I said, smaller. I love the ears. Everything else is super cute. Like her eyes are adorable. Even the eyebrow shape is not bad when it comes to the arch. It's way more chill than Peter's. So I feel like she could possibly super even him out, but also just the chin is a concern. But other than that, I think with that we can go ahead and jump in to making their genetics. So let's go ahead and play with genetics. We are going to add Tink as the mom. Looks like we're starting with the daughter infant. So let's go ahead and randomize her 3 times and see if our first baby girl is a fairy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we definitely have Tinkerbell's hair color and eyes, but yes, we did get the fairy form. All right, our first little girl is a fairy. Let's go ahead and look at her features. So looks like she has Peter's ears actually, which is interesting. I wonder if she'll grow into pointy ears, but she's gonna have a curved nose for sure. I don't know if it's gonna be, it doesn't look super wide, so I don't know if it's gonna be defined or not. She may have a small nose like Tink. I can't really tell with the noses because they're so similar. Tinkerbell's and Peter's are just so similar. It's just the shape, or not the shape, but the size that's different. But she definitely has Tink's eyes, both shape and color, and pretty much everything else Tinkerbell is on her. Like even the lips are more Tinkerbell. I think the jaw may not be as short as Tinkerbell though. Let's go ahead and give her a name. So 1, 2, 3, Ashley. Ashley Pan. Ashley Plant. Almost like Ash Pan. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what she looks like as a teenager. Oh, we are super into the blue, especially with the makeup. Okay. Okay, definitely defined nose. Okay, we got the Who no-goes going on. Honestly, kind of just a whole Who face. Like blue Who with blonde hair. Okay, Ashley Pan, you are a blue fanatic who loves a gold accent, is what I can tell. And funky socks. You are an interesting character, girl. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I want to see your fairy form. I forgot to look at your fairy form. Let's see. What do you look like as a fairy? Oh, you have the little cute. Oh, you got the little cute bumblebee butterfly wings. And they're kind of like gold like your hair. That's cute. Okay. Now we can change her back into an infant. But let's give her a little trait. So 1, 2, 3. She's calm. Oh, I love her. Not my favorite. Goopy is probably some of my favorites, but she's cute. All right. Well, let's go ahead and give them another infant. So we are going to give them an infant son now. So let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Looks like we got another fairy. All right, let's see what color your eyes are, buddy. We got the red curly hair going. Let's see if we can get... Oh, yep, we got Peter Pan's eyes for sure. Now, the arch is not as high as Peter, but the eyes are definitely Peter all the way, the shape and color. I feel like the ears are definitely going to be Peter, but maybe just a little bit tighter to the head. The jaw, I can't tell if it's going to be Peter or it's going to be Tinkerbell. The nose, I feel like it's going to be pretty defined, and the lips look more like Tinkerbell. All right, but let's see what this little boy's name is. 1, 2, 3. Ricky Pan. Ricky Pan. I like that. Ricky Ticky Pan. All right. Let's see what Ricky Ticky Pan looks like as a teenager. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely basically Peter's ears, but just a little bit more tucked. Everything is pretty much Peter. This is pretty much a copy version of Peter. Is that the eyebrows just are at an arch angle and they have like a receding hairline. Well, let's see what their wings look like. Ooh, those are pretty actually. I really like those. I like those a lot. It doesn't go with his look at all, but I really like them. Okay, but let's turn him back into an infant and give him a trait. 1, 2, 3. Sunny. Ricky Sunny. Ricky is Sunny. Alright. But let's go ahead do one more round. So we have Peter, Tinkerbell, and we have a toddler. It looks like we're starting out with a son. So let's see what we have for our toddler son. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he has hearing aids. Oh, he has purple hearing aids. That's so cute. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Tinkerbell in the face, but just with like Peter's eye color and then like blonde hair. Lots of yellow here. And he is a fairy. So let's see what his name is. 1, 2, 3. Alonzo. Okay, gotta love that. Alonzo. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what Alonzo looks like as a teen. Oh, okay. We have a lot of receding hairline children here, but he has the pointy ears. Oh, that's so cute. He's like a little old man elf. I don't know. When I see receding hairlines, I can't help but think old man. I'm sorry. I know younger people would have it. It kind of looks like a blonde Pixie Sheldon, honestly. Imagine the jacket wasn't leather. But like Sheldon Cooper, blonde hair, eyeliner, possibly, was what I'm seeing here. Maybe I should see that instead of old man receding hairline. Alright, but let's see what wings he got. He got purple dragon wings. Oh, those are actually like a magenta purple color. I love them. It's like a reddish purple. Beautiful. But again, doesn't really go with the style. Alright, but Alonzo, let's turn you back into a toddler, and we are going to go ahead and make the toddler female. So we're going to play with genetics, add Tinkerbell, make a toddler, and then choose for them to be female. And let's go ahead and randomize 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, we have a hat, and it is another fairy. But what is your hair color? Blonde. Oh, you have like the little braid. Oh, that's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. We have tiny ears. Probably could be pointed, but kind of also like the shape of Peter's, just smaller. Everything is pretty much Tinkerbell in the face, except for the eye color. Alright, again, yellow and blue. Well, let's see what her name is. 1, 2, 3. Cora. Corapan. Alright. Well, let's go see what Corapan looks like as a teen. Oh, wait, you're really cute. I like your outfit. Hold on, that actually goes together for a randomized outfit. I love the hair. This is one of my favorite hairs. Oh, definitely got the pointed ears. I was right. We were getting the pointed ears. Again, pretty much Tinkerbell in the face, but unfortunately even the chin. The chin is also Tinkerbell. Also, the lips are wider, but they're like more voluptuous. Well, as voluptuous as Tinkerbell's are, which is just more than Peter. But she's cute. Honestly, I think she's the cutest one yet. Let's see what her wings look like. Okay, she has like little pink and yellow wings. That's cute, because that does go with her like childhood outfit. Okay, I'll take that. But let's go ahead and give her a trait. So 1, 2, 3. She is wild, and I forgot to give him a trait, so he is also wild. Oh, that's fun. Okay, let's go ahead and do the children now. So we are going to go ahead and let's start out with a son. So let's do randomize button 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, we got yellow mohawk. Interesting. All right. I love the little pride shoes. He has the pansexual pride shoes and the black skinny jeans. It's kind of fun. He's fun. Okay, let's go ahead and give him a name. 1, 2, 3. Sammy. Oh, that was my dad's name. Sammy Pan. All right, Sammy, you definitely have Peter's ears. The nose is definitely more Tinkerbell. The lips are more Tinkerbell. The eyes are Tinkerbell. Everything is pretty much Tinkerbell except for the ears. But let's go ahead and see what Sammy looks like as a teen. Oh yeah, definitely Peter's ear. Where did that wideness on the nose come from? Like, I thought he was going to have such a tiny nose, and then all of a sudden it's just big. Well, literally everything is Tinkerbell except for the lips. The nose is neither one of them. The ears are Peter, but everything else is Tinkerbell. And they had buzz cut. I was not expecting that. All right, turn back into a child. Let's give you a trait. 1, 2, 3. You want to be an insider. I can see that. All right, one more child to go. Will we have any more redheads from this batch? I want to know. All right, let's go ahead and do our daughter. So 1, 2, 3. Yes, one more redhead. They have a shaven head, but that's fine. All right, so she definitely has Peter's eyes. The nose, I can't tell from the noses anymore. I feel like it's going to be a defined nose, but I could be wrong because it looks super skinny. But the lips are definitely there from Tinkerbell. The face is kind of a medium. Like, it's kind of just a normal shape. But the eyebrow arch is definitely there from Peter, and the ears are there from Peter. All right, but let's give this very tomboyish girl a name who is not a fairy. Was our other... Yeah, he is also not a fairy. So our 2 oldest are not fairies. All right, but let's go ahead and give them a name. So 1, 2, 3. Lean Pan. Hey, Lean Pan, what do you look like as a teen? Oh. I said you were the most normal looking one. Okay. The nose is definitely there. The Who nose is definitely there. And I think the makeup goes with the Who theme. Definitely her dad's eyebrows and her dad's eyes and ears. The short curly hair, it's just not, I'm not a fan of that on anyone, not just females. But honestly, she kind of looks like a Amish clown. I mean, I don't hate it. It's just very interesting. Oh, God. Okay, well, at least we got a redhead. Well, Lean, our clown, I definitely will say she's my favorite. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. Just not in the, like, favorite good type of way, if that makes sense. Like, I love her because she's very cringy and hard to look at. But let's go ahead and put her back into a child and give her a trait. 1, 2, 3. Squeamish. All right, we have squeamish. All right, well, let me go ahead and save this. Oh, I gotta do their aspiration. I'm just picking a random aspiration. Motor. And you random aspiration, multi-skill, random, playtime captain. Okay. So I'm going to upload these onto the gallery like I did the other ones real quick. And then we'll go through and review each one of the families one last time. So real quick, we have this family, since it's already pulled up. So we have Peter and Tinkerbell. I can't look at her without the wings. Tinkerbell. And they have their children, Ashley, which is probably the cutest of them all, Ricky, Alonzo Pan, Cora Pan, Sammy Pan, and Lean Pan. And then, if we go back to my gallery and look up Disney Pan Wendy, place down household, replace, we have this household, which is Wendy and Peter Pan. So again, we have Peter that we've looked at a million times by now, and we have Wendy, and we have their children Ellie Pan. So we have Ashley and Ellie that are both infants, just on different families. My favorite, Goopy Pan. I don't think anything could beat Goopy. We have their daughter Olive Pan, which is also a really good one. Dallas was also a favorite. Rocco, which I think is just so appropriate, and Luzpan, I think she's going to grow up to be a lesbian. Okay, but honestly, I'm sorry. I thought Tinkerbell was going to be my favorite, but I think Wendy, it has the run for me. Half of it's the names, like the names got me on those. I don't know, I just think, even though I think Tinkerbell is a cuter mom, I think Wendy made cuter babies. But let me know what you guys thought. Like, do you agree with me, or do you have a completely different opinion? But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video here. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff, because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. All right, bye!